The Space Marines are the greatest warriors of the Imperium, each chapter led by a legendary figure known as the Chapter Master. These warlords are more than just commanders. They are living legends, warriors who have survived countless battles and led their brothers through the darkest wars of the 41st millennium. From the indomitable Dante of the Blood Angels, who has fought for over 1,000 years, to Kaldor Drago of the Grey Knights, cursed to battle in the warp for eternity, each chapter master has their own story, their own unique fighting style, and their own legacy. We will explore every single chapter master, uncovering their history, their weapons, their tactics, and their role in shaping the fate of the Imperium. Prepare for a journey into the minds and battles of the greatest warriors of mankind. Today we will talk about every single Space Marine chapter master explained. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Marneus Calgar, Chapter Master of the Ultramarines. Marneus Calgar is the legendary leader of the Ultramarines, one of the most respected chapters in the Imperium. A tactical genius, he has defended Ultramar from countless invasions and played a crucial role in some of the Imperium's most pivotal battles. Calgar was the first Primaris Space Marine to be interred within the Victrix Guard, enhancing his already formidable combat abilities. His gauntlets of Ultramar, ancient relic weapons, allow him to crush foes with devastating strength. Calgar is known for his calm demeanor, strategic brilliance, and unbreakable loyalty to Guilliman and the Codex Astartes. 2. Dante, Chapter Master of the Blood Angels. Dante is one of the oldest living Space Marines, having served for over 1,500 years. He has led the Blood Angels through some of the darkest times in the Imperium's history. As a master of warfare, he defeated High Fleet Leviathan on Bile, saving his chapter from annihilation. Despite suffering from the Blood Angels' red thirst and black rage, Dante remains a disciplined and noble leader. He wears the golden mask of Sanguinius, an artifact said to radiate the Primarch's presence, and wields the Axe Mortalis, a weapon of unparalleled lethality. Now serving as the regent of Imperium Nihilus, Dante stands as one of the Imperium's greatest champions. 3. Logan Grimnar, Chapter Master of the Space Wolves. Logan Grimnar is the great wolf of the Space Wolves, a warrior as fierce as the frozen tundras of Fenris. Unlike many other chapter masters, he rejects strict adherence to the Codex Astartes, instead embracing the unique traditions of his chapter. A master of both strategy and brutal melee combat, Grimnar wields the Axe of Morkai, an ancient power axe capable of cleaving through armor with ease. He rides into battle upon Stormrider, a heavily armed chariot pulled by two massive Fenrisian wolves. Grimnar is revered among his warriors, leading with cunning, honor, and unwavering defiance against the Imperium's enemies. 4. Azrael, Chapter Master of the Dark Angels. Azrael, the Supreme Grand Master of the Dark Angels, is a mysterious and calculating leader, always playing the long game to uncover the fallen. His chapter's ancient secret: he wields the Sword of Secrets and carries the Lion Helm, a relic said to have belonged to Lion L. Johnson himself. Azrael is known for his cold logic and relentless pursuit of truth, even if it means keeping secrets from the Imperium. Under his leadership, the Dark Angels have grown into one of the most formidable fighting forces in the galaxy, feared for their precision strikes and hidden agendas. 5. Pedro Cantor, Chapter Master of the Crimson Fists. Pedro Cantor is a battle-hardened survivor, having endured the near destruction of his chapter at the hands of an Orc Wa on Rin's world. Despite losing most of his warriors, Cantor refused to surrender, rallying the remaining Crimson Fists and turning the tide against the invaders. He is a master of defensive warfare, preferring to fight from strongholds where he can maximize his chapter's firepower. Cantor wields the Dorn's Arrow, an ancient storm bolter, and remains an unyielding symbol of perseverance. 6. Tushan, Chapter Master of the Salamanders. Tushan is one of the most compassionate chapter masters, leading the salamanders with honor and a deep concern for humanity. Unlike many other chapters, the salamanders prioritize protecting Imperial citizens, ensuring that their wars do not lead to unnecessary suffering. A towering warrior, Tushan wields the Gauntlet of the Forge, a flame-wreathed relic that symbolizes the salamander's mastery of fire. His leadership has solidified the salamander's reputation as guardians of the weak. 7. Kor'sarro Khan, Chapter Master of the White Scars. Kor'sarro Khan is the chapter master and hunt master of the White Scars, a warrior who embodies the speed, precision, and ferocity of his chapter. As the leader of the White Scars, he upholds the traditions of his primarch, Jagatai Khan, ensuring that his chapter remains a swift and devastating force on the battlefield. Unlike many other Space Marine leaders who favor defensive strategies or attrition warfare, Kor'sarro Khan embraces the art of lightning warfare, striking hard and fast before his enemies can react. His superior tactics and ruthless efficiency have made him one of the Imperium's most feared commanders, turning battles into deadly hunts where the White Scars run down their foes like prey. The Master of the Hunt, the White Scars' deadliest tradition. One of the most sacred traditions of the White Scars is the Great Hunt, an ongoing campaign where the chapter pursues and eliminates the most dangerous foes of the Imperium. The hunt is not simply an act of vengeance or war. It is a rite of passage, a sacred duty, and a test of skill and endurance. It is the White Scars' way of proving themselves worthy of their primarch's legacy. As Master of the Hunt, Kor'sarro Khan is responsible for tracking and slaying the greatest enemies of mankind, those who have evaded destruction for too long. Under his leadership, legendary targets have been felled, their names inscribed in the annals of the chapter's history. Kor'sarro has personally led missions to eliminate renegade warlords, chaos champions, and alien warlords, often riding at the front of his warriors, bringing death at the speed of the storm. His relentless pursuit has earned him a reputation as a hunter without equal, feared even by the most powerful enemies of the Imperium. Moondraken, the legendary jetbike. Like the White Scars of old, Kor'sarro Khan rides into battle upon a powerful jetbike, a sacred relic of his chapter known as Moondraken. This ancient and heavily customized jetbike is built for speed, agility, and durability, allowing him to outmaneuver enemy forces with ease. It is armed with twin-linked bolters, capable of cutting down swaths of enemies as he speeds through their ranks. Moondraken is more than just a weapon of war. It is a symbol of the White Scars' way of battle, the embodiment of their nomadic and predatory nature. 8. Kaldor Drago, Chapter Master of the Grey Knights. Kaldor Drago is one of the most legendary figures in the history of the Imperium, serving as the Supreme Grand Master of the Grey Knights, the Emperor's secretive daemon hunting chapter. Unlike any other chapter master, Drago's fate is one of endless struggle and impossible survival. He has been trapped in the warp for centuries, yet he continues to fight against the legions of chaos, carving his legend into the very fabric of the Imperium. Despite his exile, he remains an unstoppable force, waging an eternal war against daemons in their own realm, ensuring that the Grey Knight's sacred duty endures. A Grey Knight of unparalleled might, Kaldor Drago was originally a knight of the Purifier Brotherhood, an elite order within the Grey Knights who specialize in the eradication of demonic corruption. Even before ascending to the rank of Supreme Grand Master, he was renowned for his psychic might, unmatched swordsmanship, and unwavering faith. Like all Grey Knights, he is completely immune to the temptations of chaos. But his willpower surpasses even his battle brothers, so much so that he has resisted the warp's corruption for centuries while trapped within it. Trapped in the warp, an endless war. Unlike mortals who are consumed by the horrors of the warp, Drago has not only survived, but thrived, becoming a living nightmare to the denizens of chaos. While lesser beings succumb to madness, he continues to fight, slaying greater daemons, destroying entire daemon worlds, and carving a path of destruction through the realm of chaos itself. a legend that continues to inspire. Though Kaldor Drago remains lost in the warp, his presence is still felt in real space. Sometimes, in moments of great need, he has manifested upon the battlefields of the Imperium, appearing from nowhere to lead the Grey Knights to victory before vanishing once again. These moments are unexplained even by the most powerful psychers of the Imperium. Some believe it is the Emperor's divine will, while others speculate that Drago has found a way to breach the barriers between reality and the warp. His legend has become a rallying cry for the Grey Knights, proving that no matter how powerful the forces of chaos may seem, they are not invincible. Even against impossible odds, Drago's story reminds his battle brothers that faith, discipline, and purity of purpose can overcome even the horrors of the warp. 9. Malakim Foros, Chapter Master of the Lamenters. Malakim Foros is the Chapter Master of the Lamenters, a chapter known for its tragic history, relentless bad luck, and near annihilation. Despite their noble intentions and unwavering loyalty to the Imperium, the Lamenters have endured one catastrophe after another, suffering devastating losses in nearly every major conflict they have participated in. Foros, as their leader, carries the immense burden of guiding his doomed warriors through the darkness, ensuring that the Lamenters survive against impossible odds. A chapter plagued by fate. The Lamenters, a successor chapter of the Blood Angels, were created in the 21st Founding, also known as the Cursed Founding. The genetic modifications meant to eliminate the flaws of the Blood Angels, the Black Rage and Red Thirst, instead doomed them to a fate of unparalleled misfortune. Wherever the Lamenters go, tragedy follows. Wars that should be won turn into slaughters, alliances lead to betrayal, and their noblest sacrifices are forgotten by the Imperium they serve. Despite their unshakable faith and dedication, they have often been treated with suspicion and distrust, further isolating them from their fellow Astartes. Foros' leadership in times of despair. Malakim Foros became chapter master at a time when the Lamenters were already on the brink of annihilation. Under his command, the chapter participated in the Badab War, siding with Luft-Hurin and the Astral Claws in what they believed was a righteous cause, defending an imperial sector from perceived mistreatment by the Adeptus Terra. However, when they realized they had been manipulated, the Lamenters attempted to atone by surrendering to the Imperium. This act of contrition was not met with mercy but with punishment. The chapter was sentenced to a century-long penitent crusade, forcing them into some of the deadliest war zones with little support. Foros led his warriors into hell, but the tragedies did not stop. The Lamenters were nearly wiped out, suffering catastrophic losses during their crusade into the Eye of Terror. Only a few companies remained after facing daemons, heretics, and unimaginable horrors. Even when reinforcements from the Indomitus Crusade arrived in the form of Primaris reinforcements, the Lamenters still found themselves on the losing side of fate, continually outnumbered and abandoned by the Imperium. Malakim Foros' combat prowess. As a warrior, Malakim Foros is a brutal, relentless fighter, channeling the pain of his chapter into every strike. He wields the Blade of Sorrow, a master-crafted power sword that has cut down countless enemies of mankind. In battle, he is a towering figure of grief and fury, his every action reflecting the burden of leading a dying brotherhood. Unlike the reckless Blood Angels, Foros fights with grim precision, leading his warriors in disciplined, methodical assaults. The Lamenters' current fate and future. Under Foros' leadership, the Lamenters continue to fight, even as their numbers dwindle, and their survival remains uncertain. The chapter has been reduced to a handful of warriors, scattered across different warfronts, yet they still refuse to abandon their duty. Foros has become a symbol of perseverance in the face of doom, leading his surviving brothers with quiet sorrow and unyielding determination. The role of chapter masters in Warhammer 40K. Each chapter master is a legend in his own right, leading warriors who are already considered the greatest fighters in the galaxy. Their leadership, combat prowess, and strategic minds define the fate of entire wars, and their decisions can shift the balance of power in the Imperium. Whether they fight for glory, honor, duty, or vengeance, they stand as some of the most powerful individuals in the 41st millennium. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.